Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's, I don't even know what you want to call it, but we're having fun. We're thinking about new things, new ideas, and this one really isn't new at all. But what it is this whole concept of influencer. I think that it gets thrown around a lot today as something that carries with it some sort of fame and fortune and significance in a very social world. And what I would propose for this whole concept of being an influencer is just to be influential or to have influence in the lives of those people that you serve. So if you're wanting to be an influencer, stop chasing and just be one. You already have impact and influence. Every one of us has massive reach and influence if we will just own it. In fact, in a world of negativity and spite, we each have a choice every day how we're going to show up in the lives of those people that we interact with. So be intentional about it. So I would ask a few questions. Maybe the first one for you to consider for yourself is, what does it mean to have influence? In fact, before we even get into a list of questions, I'm going to give you 5 questions, but I want to back up just a quick minute. What do you want others to experience when they interact with you? So in this concept of being an influencer, or having influence and impact in somebody's life, that's known as leadership. We're fully aware of that. So what do you want others to experience when they interact with you? For me, my calling is people experience living true. And I get asked, well, what does that mean? What does it mean to you? To me, it means that how I show up in my life and how I interact with others is representative of somebody that has integrity, somebody that is not living in duality, somebody that is expressing themselves on the other side of hypocrisy, that's true to their beliefs, that is very conscious of the opportunities in front of them, and that clings to the presence of today and shows up without guilt, without things that need to be hidden, but somebody that's absolutely excited and confident and engaged with those people in their lives that they serve. So for me, my calling is people experience living true. So here's 5 questions I'm going to offer up for you to consider when it comes to influence. The first question is, define influence. What does influence mean to you? And on that same vein, can you think about or describe the most influential person in your life? And why were they that way? What was it about your experience with them that had so much impact and influence in your life? The third question would be, in what areas of your life do you wish you had more influence right now? Maybe it's in your relationships with a spouse, or with your children, or with a friend, or with coworkers, or with audience, whoever that is, or in whatever moment that might be. Where do you wish you had more influence in your life right now? Question number 4, what do you think you could do to increase your influence in that area? That one you've got to be really thoughtful about, and again, intentional. What could you do? What do you think you could do to increase your influence in that specific area? Number 5, if you could be an even better role model for somebody right now, who would that be, and what would you do for them? So as a reminder, every one of us has massive reach and influence if we will just own that. Be mindful that your actions do have an impact on those you come in contact with. What they experience with you, when they are with you, or when they engage with you, or when they're privy to your actions, that is influence. So here's a challenge for this week. Even today, if somebody has had influence in your life, and it's changed the way that you see the world, then I would challenge you to reach out to them, whether it be through text or email or a phone call or a written letter, whatever it is, reach out to them right now and let them know how grateful you are for the impact and more particularly the influence they have had in your life and how it has influenced and changed the way that you view your world. So, again, challenge for the week. If somebody has had influence or impact in your life, reach out to them, let them know how influential they've been. If you're seeking to be an influencer, usually that's about yourself, but just dial that back a little bit and think about what influence really is. Influence is leadership. Influence is by choice to be intentional about how you show up and what others experience through you. So until next week, my friends, make it a great one. And remember to always honor the gift.